Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Straight Talk with Ed and Doc. This is Ed, and I'm the Doc, and we do have our guests for today. This is Fievel, otherwise known as Fluffy the Wanker.
Fluffy the Wanker.
He's a little nervous because he's never been here before. But and he doesn't like the camera, so you can see how camera shy he is. He's looking away from the
I saw how camera shy he was, and the people are about to see how camera shy. Let me show you how camera shy he is. Is Trudeau there?
Trudeau.
I want to get what Wanker, little Wanker, thinks about Trudeau.
He doesn't like Trudeau either. He doesn't like Trudeau, that's for sure. He's definitely, hey, relax. He gets nervous with big dogs. That's the story behind that. He wouldn't bite anybody, but
he's just a big dog.
He just protects himself with that gesture. Yeah, his bite is about 300 pounds, so, we have to worry about that, right, Fievel? You have a 300-pound bite? He only weighs about 3.5 pounds.
I had a woman like that once.
Okay,
I got scars. I can't show them because they're in odd places.
I was going to say, I mean, with that kind of bite, you either lost something or you gained a lot of stuff. So whatever.
I got teeth marks in my ass too. How about that?
Oh, gee. Okay. Well,
I don't want to talk about the rest of the body, but the ass, I got teeth marks.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not one of my patients who I saw once as an urgent case, I found needles in his butt.
Really?
And then he asked, he showed me, he surprised it. He said,
Want a surprise?
How did I get those?
I went down to Wellesley and Young. I took hospital.
Yeah.
Wellesley and the Wellesley Hospital.
Yeah. We
get in there and we talk to the technician.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I forget why I was there, but we had somebody to take in there. But we started talking to the technician, the X-ray guy.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh shit," he says, he's had those gerbling, people with gerbling, remember that? Oh Jesus, in the bags. And he told me he even had one guy with a light bulb up his ass.
Okay, so
and he had to remove it. Can you imagine? The light went on.
The light went on, that's right.
The light went on.
Yeah, I had one, I found one lady who had a part of a screwdriver in her vagina. He had
how did that end up there? How was the story on that one?
Well,
was she putting a screw in the wall?
Well, they couldn't find a toy. So I guess her husband, being the crafty and ingenuitive person he was, he took a screwdriver with one of those removable caps with the accessories in the cap. So he took one of those, but as he was working it around in her vagina, the cap unscrewed.
Oh God!
So everything got kind of stuck inside there, and she had to. You could think she had a screw loose.
No kidding. I think he's got a screw loose too.
Anyway, so that was we found toy cars, flashlights, various odds and ends in those orifices, but that's part of life anyway. Well, kids do it, kids do it,
Do they? I never watched any kids. I don't watch kids. Maybe maybe that schmuck, what's his name, was in jail, the comedian named Crosby.
Yeah, well,
that's a schmuck, right?
I don't know what he did anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. He's lost his family.
He lost everything.
One of the richest. No, he didn't lose everything. He's still got lots of money.
Who cares?
Yeah, you're right. It's not worth it.
He's stuck in jail. What's the point?
Well, he can buy a few things in there.
Well, at least he could have given it to rehabilitation for his victims. That would have been something.
I think he's smart enough to settle with them all. Because he's old now. He's in his 80s, right?
Well, yeah. What are we going to do your life, though, eh?
Yeah, but after doing so much good, and was it really good he was after? It was evil hiding amongst the. And I got the invitations to go with him to.
Really?
Absolutely. Every year I got an invitation from him and Gino Empri to go to, where is it?
California?
No, over here, the festival they have every summer down in London.
The comedy festival?
No, it's
Stratford.
Stratford, oh yeah, he was and they always asked me to come. And I never went. He said he'd pay the trip. He said he'd do everything and just come along for the ride because I am humorous, right? And then I understood why after he got arrested, why Gino wanted me there.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, what are you doing this morning? It's a treat.
Yeah, it's a treat. It's okay. Loki's gonna steal it. He'll show you what he's all about. Anyway,
Well, yeah,
we've had some
that's okay.
good shows. Anyway, I just want to know what Fluffy the Wanker here is going to show us what he thinks of Trudeau. Can we do this? Can you show him what he thinks, what Fluffy thinks of Trudeau? Is it showing right now?
Yeah.
My God, he's a real wanker, isn't
Yeah. We were talking about Trudeau at the time of the movie, at the time of the video, and this is what happened. Right? That's what happened. There you go.
he? Yeah, well, that's it. He's a communist. Did you read the newspaper today?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I don't read newspapers anymore. Because I don't,
Just go to
I look it up online.
gas station. No. Did you read today
About the gas? What gas station?
about him in China?
Oh, yeah. Well, about the genocide thing, right?
Well, he believes that China has a good government. I'm telling you.
Okay, well,
It's amazing. I'm reading this shit, and I was right all along. He's a freaking communist.
well, okay.
And he snuck himself in there. He's embarrassed everybody in the Liberal Party.
Well, I
He's
would,
embarrassed Canadians.
yeah, I would agree that his approach here has been pretty lame. He should have been a bit more aggressive. But don't forget,
He stole money from the people.
Yeah,
And we have to pay money
I'm
to
talking.
get rid of what he stole.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the China thing right now.
Not even the China, you know what?
Because he's trying to walk a fine line because China's holding 2 of our citizens hostage.
So what?
Well,
What are they doing there, and why are they holding them?
Well, yeah. So you don't want to create bad feelings. He was trying to create some negotiable
Don't make excuses for him.
environment. But now I think after that has not worked, and after we treat our hostage or prisoner so well, the Huawei lady, after we treat her so well, she's like on house arrest in this palace. She walks around in a palace with I don't know. I'm surprised she hasn't put rhinestones on her collar that she wears on her leg. She's dressed to the nines. She lives in a palace, and our citizens are in a bloody jail. Not even barely allowed to get in.
Good complaint.
So the point is that a certain amount of
It's like
tactfulness is appropriate, but I think we're finished with the tactfulness now. We have to be.
yeah, but he's not. He's communist.
Well, we have to put this lady in the same prison.
But you know what? They're taking advantage of the relationship he has with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
And they're saying, hey boy, you're our puppy, because if you stay in your own country, you're going to probably get killed. And there's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think it's time. Well, I think there's been some movement to get all of the democracies of the world together and do something with China, because I think they're out of control. They don't listen to anybody. They don't listen to the economics. They don't listen to
their own
politics.
people.
They certainly don't listen to their own people. And the Muslim Chinese that they have now, the Uyghurs, that they're putting into concentration camps, and
They're putting the Muslims in concentration
well,
camps?
these are Chinese Muslims, and they're called Uyghurs or Uyghurs.
What the fuck are they doing to that?
Well, this is it. I mean, that's the whole controversy in the news right now. Some countries have labeled this as a genocide, and the conservative guy, Aaron O'Toole, has also said that there is a genocide going on. But Trudeau, again, according to the politics of genocide, because it's a UN definition of genocide, so according to that definition, he's not clear yet if China fits that definition. So he hasn't come out directly to say that this is a genocide going on. But who cares if it's a genocide or not? They're imprisoning people. They're putting people in concentration camps and forced labor. Why do you? So they're not dying. They're not actually killing them. Maybe they're killing. Maybe they're dying by accident. Who cares? The point is they're already doing enough to complain about China's human rights violations, and he should be more aggressive with that.
Well, did you see what they did? They cut out all the women in the farms. Now they got a whole bunch of gay guys that aren't getting married, and now they've got farming problems.
Why are they doing that?
Well, they did that years ago. They got rid of the girls, right? You could buy a girl, a Chinese baby. They paid people not to get the snip stamp.
Well, why guys? Why gay guys? Do you have a phone line?
Whatever happened there, I thought that was off.
Oh yeah, you were busy. You were busy. Okay, so anyway, so there's a lot going on there, and they should really actually get all the democracies together.
He should get. Nobody's going to listen to him. I mean, if he walked into the indigenous place just a few months back, and he promised them water, and then walks away and doesn't give them the water, what kind of a man is he?
Not only, but it's not only that. It's just that there's no money, there's no time. I mean, they're getting money out left and right for all kinds of programs. Right now, all of a sudden there's money to be found. Where did all this money come from? Well, we're borrowing it. Okay, so we're borrowing.
You know where they're borrowing it from? Everybody's pensions.
Well, look, to be honest, I mean, okay, they have to borrow money. There's an emergency going on. Okay, but deal with some really important stuff like water. Why don't they deal with the water thing? You know, if they had all this money to throw around.
Because it's causing illness and it's causing death.
Yeah, it's
just like the guns on the street. See what happened? They're making it illegal for people for those kind of weapons. Now hold the line here. They're still bringing in those weapons, and why are you hitting these guys that got weapons that don't break the law? And you think that they're doing it? That's Trudeau doing that. Yeah. Because the smart people, he won't let them have weapons because they're going to start to see what everybody else is seeing, and in fact he's probably protecting his own ass. He doesn't want the good people getting it because the good people can outthink him. Well, the bad people can't because they don't give a shit. They're just looking to grab money.
I think he's been proven to be a person with many promises and a lot of failures.
And a lot of lies.
A lot of lies, a lot of failed promises.
Theft.
Yeah,
that's our prime minister, Steve, and that's we have to walk around the world and say, I'm sorry that my prime minister's a thief. We have to say that.
I definitely think he screwed up the vaccine thing. I mean, this
oh, sure. He fixed it so he could make money, and then all of a sudden he's not making. Oh, he's tough little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he tried to protect himself. Yeah, he's gonna do some snapping with it. It doesn't hurt anybody. Huh?
Like a snapping turtle.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Here comes. Here.
But you see, it keeps the dogs.
Here comes Sneaky.
It keeps the big dogs away. That's the thing.
Come here, Sneaky. You want to see that doggy? Go see the doggy. Go see the doggy. Nice. Go. It's okay. You can walk on me. No, you just want to sit here. You don't want to take a chance, eh? He's got those two little sharp teeth. I think. Yeah, I know. You just want to make sure he sits there, right? Doesn't come out and bite you. I know that. Yeah. Yes, I do.
So, well, that's the story.
Yes, I do.
That's too bad. And unfortunately, I don't know if the Conservatives are much better right now in terms of leadership quality. But you know.
Well, you know what? At least they haven't got a kid who hasn't had even a real good education. He's had nothing.
Yeah.
And he doesn't understand the life. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, he's experienced death. His brother and his father. Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
So time will tell on that.
We've all experienced losses. I'm experiencing losses every week with all my buddies that are dying.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like, give me a break, buddy. You haven't got any buddies because you were the princess in university. You used to come around dressed with a turban and a painted face.
That's right.
You know, fuck him. Like, excuse the language. I don't usually swear like that.
Oh, no, he never
It's a political thing.
Yeah, that was the first time I've heard that swear in 10 years. It's really very rare.
Yeah, and you know what? He doesn't lie much either. This is the first time I've ever heard him lie.
Yeah, just a little less than Trudeau, that's all.
Yeah. A little less than Trudeau. Oh my God, I'd like to have him on my operating table. He'd have a dick on the top of his forehead. I'll tell you that right now. Just give me the thread and the needle.
Yeah, and he hasn't really, like you say, He's done
nothing. He's done nothing but take.
But he hasn't really accounted for a lot of this stuff. I mean,
no, he hasn't because he walks away from the answers.
Yeah. Well, we was buried in all kinds of COVID crises, so nobody's paying attention to we anymore. So he's lucky on that one.
No, he's not lucky on that one because Fluffy's not going to let him forget it.
Well, Fluffy's not going to, right, Fluffy?
I don't know about that, but I'd say Fluffy's coming out on the camera again. Who don't we like? Trudeau? Yeah. That's a good cookie, isn't it? You sharpen those teeth for Trudeau, and you get them in the right spot where it's going to really hurt. Okay, buddy?
Speaking of bright spots, you just put him doing that above your head.
Oh, so he's above my head. You're above my head wanking that little mule, aren't you, eh? Fluffy the wanker.
Yeah, that's
What a good boy.
That's
He's such a good boy. Yes, he is. I like this boy. You want to play? You want to play? Come on, we play.
If he's more relaxed, he'd be going like crazy.
Oh, what a good boy. He's
just
such
a
a good
little
boy.
nervous. Yeah.
Look at the little guy. He isn't coming near him. He says, that guy's as little as me, but he's tougher than me, he said. Yes, he is. And he's such a good doggy, too. Yes, he is.
You're a good boy. You want some?
Here, look what I got.
That's very picky. Oh boy.
You're not doing it. Oh, that's good. Try that. Yeah. Try it.
I think he had a good meal. That's why he just ate.
No, he just doesn't want to eat in front of the other dogs. He knows this guy's going to steal it from him. Watch.
Well, that's what happens.
Watch this. Watch this. Baby, hey, look. Look at that. You got your cookie. Ooh, he's pissed out. Is that baby's cookie? Yeah, you got it. Oh, there. He wants it
Yeah,
now.
that's what he'll do. He'll.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting that cookie back. How about that for a dirty trick, eh?
That's what he looks. He watches everybody when he's eating. He just wants to make sure nobody's watching him.
Look, he likes it too. Look, he likes it. Isn't that good? Was that a good cookie? Yeah. Give me a little piece of it. I would do the same thing. Look at this. You want that?
He won't
You
take the
want
big piece. He won't take the big piece because
There you go.
Too much
You'll
fodder.
get it up. There it is. There it is.
He'll take a bite-sized piece. He
Yeah.
does at home. He loves cheese, but if I give him a piece of cheese too big, he'll
Don't
want me to
forget,
cut it
every
up.
time you hear that word, you got to flip Fluffy out there.
What, cheese?
Wanker. No, Trudeau. There he pushed that button. Here goes Trudeau.
Yeah.
What do you think of Trudeau? Wanker? Eh? What do you think of Trudeau? You gonna wank a bit? Sure you are.
So there's some interest in getting marijuana
Yes,
prescriptions for grow licenses, right?
Yeah, well, we got to get the people, just for your information, anybody who's out there, I guess the doc wanted to twig me on that one. Give us a call at, if you're interested in getting your grow license, and now's the time to get it. Because I think they're going to be changing all these rules and regs, and I think it's going to be difficult to get the type of grow license that you need. Now, it's there, and you can sell what your excess back to the government. And if you call me, I could set up an appointment with the doctor, and we can do it FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you qualify, and you just call me up, I'll tell you if you qualify. Then you got to give all your information to the doctor over Skype or FaceTime, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And he'll take all that information, and then you're going to forward him your ailments and something from your doctor.
Yeah. And we can do it by Skype or FaceTime. Any of those.
Yeah, well, some of the stuff you won't need your doctor for because you've already got the x-rays and stuff.
Right.
And a lot of older people, they have anxiety, so it's a case where you get to grow your own. And like I say, you can get one of your family members or a friend to grow it for you, who knows how, and any excess you have, you can sell it back to the government. So, and they pay pretty good money for that, I'll tell you.
And if anybody has any accidents, injury issues to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
especially
Yeah, if you
with
get
the
an
show,
accident or involved in an accident, give me a call. I can help you in one way or another way.
These last two snowstorms,
Yeah,
I saw
whatever.
already 3 fender benders just on the way here.
Really?
Yeah.
God, you should have got out of the car and gave them our cards.
I had Fluffy the Wanker with me.
Fluffy, what a good boy. What a good boy. Hey, Fluffy. Look, he likes that.
Oh yeah, he likes.
Oh, he likes that. That a good thing, Fluffy?
Yeah.
You found a new friend now, haven't you, eh? Yes, you did. Was that nice? Did you like that? Look at that. He's so nice. Ooh, what a good thing. Look at that.
Yeah. So
One thing I know is my doggies. Did you see the commercial from my daughter's
You don't have any charity.
charity?
I should have a look. What is the charity?
Well, it's a charity. She has an animal charity. A charity. I put it out there in Florida.
For abandoned dogs?
Yeah.
For dog rescue?
Yeah, she has her own dog rescue.
Nice,
They're
nice.
beautiful.
Nice. Well, that would be nice. And my hopes and prayers go out to the people in Texas who are going through a miserable time right now.
Why? I didn't hear.
Well, they have this system of independent, non-governmental regulated energy production. So their electricity is all done totally privately, and they're paying very little money apparently. But as a result of paying very little money, the company hasn't really upgraded their equipment. And now with this storm that they had, this ice storm and snow, and this freezing weather, there's no electricity. And now there's no electricity, there's no water. People are suffering. It's like this is the fourth day or fifth day. No electricity, and I think it started around the Dallas area, if I recall, or
Really?
Dallas or Houston. I can't remember exactly. So
Well, I think that's
pretty bad
Yeah.
for Texas. Yeah, so I hope they get their act together too. I know also the other thing, vaccines. I hope everybody is looking to get their vaccines for COVID. We're supposedly getting a big shipment coming, 400,000
Supposedly.
vaccines now, and then another 400,000 in 2-3 weeks.
Big deal.
So,
We got 40 million to get.
I know it's kind of painfully slow.
If I find
And
out,
blame Trudeau on that one too. Let him ask. Everybody should ask him to look at the contracts, Mr. Trudeau. Look at the contracts. You refuse.
yeah,
to
you
show
hear
it.
that, Trudeau?
Yeah, you should. You refuse to show it to the press. So maybe the contracts will tell us why we weren't scheduled for doses till March. Was that possibly in your contract that you told the Pfizer to bring the delivery to March?
Oh,
Whereas
no.
the rest of the world was getting their deliveries in January?
Or did you actually buy part of the company, put money, Canadian money in there, and decide you were going to do your own little thing for yourself? Well, how can we trust you? We have to think like that.
Yeah.
Because you're a liar.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Was there some backroom deal made?
Trudeau,
That's a very good point.
you know what I think of you, right? And I definitely know what you're seeing right now. And this is what you can do.
That's right. That's you, eh?
That's me. That's little wanker here. He's telling you. And this guy can read the future. What do you see? What do you see in the future? Let me see the little, oh, you're going to do that to Trudeau? He won't have any of them anymore. I don't think it matters anyway. He never did have any. You know what we're talking about. Don't you, Fluffy?
Yeah, it's okay.
Fluffy, what do you think of Trudeau? Fluffy, what do you think of Trudeau, baby? What do you think of that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's a wonderful, eh? Yeah, I'm the same way. If I could get away with that without going to jail, I would do it too, just to get in the picture.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how things work out. I mean, hopefully people won't forget that in March, when everybody's getting their vaccines, that they didn't forget how many people died waiting for their vaccines from January to
Yeah,
March.
well, you know what? If you talk too loud about it and they find out that he actually did what he said he did, I don't think there's going to be a place in the world he can hide.
Well, there's too many mistakes, too many errors,
not
too many
mistakes.
contradictions, too many lies, too many broken promises.
I know one thing: everybody's taking shots at the prime minister, the premier.
Well, I think
And you know what? I think he's doing a damn good job. He
So
came
do I.
out right from the top and says, "I'm forgetting about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
This stuff comes first."
Yeah.
And that's exactly the way he should be.
And even from the medical point of view, whereas, you know, I do agree with the public health people saying that this is a little tricky to open up right now because of the new strains coming out and how contagious those strains are. But I understand his job. I mean, he needs to protect the health of the people, but he also needs to protect the economy because the economy is going down.
He was protecting
So he's
his
trying his
own
best.
family so that they had money. And right now he's
So
looking for a place to hide.
Are you talking about
and
Trudeau?
China. Yeah, I'm talking about
No,
Trudeau.
I'm going back to Ford.
Oh, Ford's okay. Like he's like there's I got nothing bad to say about him. He's at it every day.
That's what I'm saying.
And he
He's
even
trying to
got pissed off in legislature the other day, and he got pissed off.
Oh, yeah, well, that was, you know, what happened there was he made some comments about listening to the opposition is the NDP lady, the head of the NDP, listening to her, Horvath, right?
Yeah, well,
Listening to her, what did he describe her? She said, listening to you, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. And he didn't say anything misogynist, not one thing. I heard the comment. He didn't say anything misogynist. He didn't address anybody in some kind of like sexist, male, female, girl, boy, or anything like that. He just said that you, as a person, is like listening, is like nails on a chalkboard. which to me is an insult. Maybe not an appropriate one for Parliament, but
Oh, I
he
think
was
it is.
accused of misogyny based on that thing. And I'm glad he didn't apologize because I didn't think he said anything wrong. You know, it was a little out of line, but like, you know, so what? I mean, it's
Yeah, they're always trying to get people to apologize. I apologize for that, Mark. It was misunderstanding, but I understand it, and I apologize
for
for
what?
it.
For what?
That remark last week I made in regards to ISIS, and
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I apologize for that. And you know what? I made a mistake, and that's it. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Let's
yeah.
move on.
yeah.
Let's go chase the bad guys.
Well, you apologized.
I did. Yeah, I
But
apologize.
I don't think Ford should apologize because he didn't say anything misogynist.
I don't think so either.
He mentioned Horvath. Well, look, Horvath is doing her job too, but he gets annoyed because you know, she's just trying to make some political gains in a situation that for her is
See,
a
that's
pretty
where
bad,
this is
pretty
where it
bad
all should be
situation.
laid down. There's
Yeah.
no political gains here. It's the people,
Well, there
and
isn't.
they don't give a shit.
They don't, but that's her job. Her job is to act as a leader for the NDP, as the official opposition or part of the opposition, and that's what she did. Whether she went a little too far here. To be honest, I don't know.
NDP,
I
as
think
far
it's
as I'm
overdone.
concerned, they're just as bad as the Liberals when
It's
they're
overdone.
sitting down next to them and they got their leaders sitting there and saying, you know, why is this happening?
Yeah.
They don't ask why. He's just doing it. They're letting him get rid of it. Instead of going out and putting the guy to death, they allow him to steal. They allow him to kill, and that's not right.
Yeah. Well,
And they're just as guilty as he is. So if you're out there and you're voting NDP, you get rid of them people because they don't have the guts to save your ass.
well, what would
Get rid of them. If you're NDP, get rid of all these fat people. In fact, if you can get rid of Trudeau, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I would like Trudeau to be getting rid of Trudeau, but the bottom line is, you guys haven't got the balls to do it.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make political gain because you think people are going to vote for you? I don't think so. They know you were part of the government, and we're all on pandemic, so you know how many people are paying attention now. It's not like 80% of the public are working. They're not. And they're talking now, and watch out.
Well, nobody wants to call an election now, even though an election would be very appropriate if it wouldn't be for the pandemic.
Well, you know, you see what they've done with the houses. I mean, you can buy a house in Durham, listed at $1 million for a condo or a townhome, and just down the street you can pick up a house for $350,000. I mean, they're playing so many games, and they're giving people money so that to help them play those games.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Let's face facts. Buildings are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Homes are gone.
Yeah,
And investments are gone.
yeah.
Start it out. Go back to scratch. If you can grab $1 million for your house, you grab it now because your house is going to be worth $250 next year.
Yeah, yeah.
So you take anything you can because the government is just looking for one thing. They're looking for tax money.
Well, yeah.
And they're going to get it because I got a funny feeling that you're going to be paying tax on all your condos and all your house. If you sell anything, then you're going to be paying big tax on it, whether you're an old fuck or you're not.
Well, unfortunately, because of COVID and the way money is getting bled out of the government coffers for all the emergency this and the emergency that, we're all going to be paying for it. Our kids will be paying for it for a few years.
Yeah, but it's okay. You and I can stick around and we can sell drugs. Yeah, I mean, you got all kinds of drugs in there. I mean, we can get some morphine and stuff like that. And you know what? It'll be good for the people too because they won't have to worry. We get them all hooked, and then they all come over for their prescription. You make a fortune. I'll keep them lined up at the door, make them put their masks on.
Yeah, I don't know. The chances of me maintaining my license after a few weeks of that would be pretty poor,
Yeah, I know.
especially if it's on Facebook. Mind you, we could be other kind of stars, Facebook stars, doing all kinds of things. You know, showing more skin, maybe like some Facebook people doing some sports things. You know, throwing ping pong balls into jars 10 feet away. You know, who knows? I mean, you can make a fortune doing stuff like that.
Well, you know what? I bet you if you threw your balls in a plate right now, you're going to make a fortune for us. Come on, get a plate, will you? Mr. Technician, get a plate. Get a bowl, will you? He's going to cut his nuts off and we're going to show him off. What do you think?
You're gonna need a big bowl.
That's not, we'll need a big, very big bowl, right?
Well, you can get 2 bowls if they're that big.
Oh, yeah. At least,
2 bowls are
Yeah.
fine.
2 scoops of raisins.
Yeah. It's all for Trudeau. All for Trudeau.
oh, man.
Do you think they're gonna ever forget about Trudeau on our show?
Probably not. We should call it the Trudeau Show.
Oh, we should. We should change it. Can we change this legally?
Sure, why not? It's a free country, right, Trudeau?
Oh boy, and here we go, Trudeau. Trudeau's. We could change the name of the show, couldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's our show. We can do whatever we want with it.
What do you want to do with it?
Well, we'll just leave it for now. But
Eh?
we'll leave it for now, because if Trudeau's out, then we have to change the name again.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll keep that thing going for the rest of his life, so he never gets back in. I'll have that on my. When I die, I'm gonna have a picture in a loop
Of Trudeau.
of me doing of
The
wanker,
wanker.
and Trudeau always on it. Got a picture of Trudeau in his little turban and his little brown face, and we'll give him a name too, other than Trudeau,
Yeah, it's too bad.
because he doesn't
Yeah.
deserve that name,
Yeah.
right? Well, it's funny how the best premier we ever had, or prime minister, and we have the worst prime minister we ever had, and they both had the same last name.
So you mean Trudeau as the father Trudeau? Yeah.
Yeah, I like the father Trudeau. I really did.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I remember he was good more for the point of view of
Canadian.
what he did for the Canadian people as a whole, the spirit of Canada and all.
Well, he just lost it there. His son just went Chinese.
Well,
What kind of a fucking thing is that to say in the paper?
yeah, that's
That's just like, hey, that's just people are. He's telling people, I'm going to kill all you. That's what he's doing.
But who started? Actually, Trudeau Senior is the one who started the Chinese relationship.
He what?
Trudeau Senior was the one who started the Chinese relationship.
But he did with every country.
Yeah, I mean, he opened Canada up to the world. So
Yeah, but what's this guy? He turns around and he's sitting. He's talking about the Palestinians deliver the Israelis land back. That was fucking bullshit.
Well, he doesn't understand the
He understands that he's just trying to manipulate.
but
Don't kid
politics,
yourself.
but that's politics, right?
You don't play politics like that.
Oh, well, they
You don't back the bad guy.
well, that's the point. I mean, when you have your voters behind you, depending on who's voting for you, you back whoever is going to vote for you. That's what a lot of
Well, do you
politicians.
think they're going to vote for Trudeau this time around? I don't think so.
Some people will. Yeah, some people will.
I don't think he'll get a percentage to even come close. I think he's going to lose a lot of
Well,
MPs, because I really feel that there'll be another party started after this.
so you'd have to ask the question that even when COVID in the summertime seemed to be improving, that when there was a fall election just before COVID, after a lot of the fiascos and scandals that he went through, he got elected again. Now, not as much. He had a minority government this time, but he got elected.
But now he's everything is blowing the doors off, and he's actually told the government to fuck off. Basically,
Well,
you tell your own government to fuck off. What are you doing?
I think if COVID wasn't around, or if COVID improves dramatically because of vaccinations, they'll call an election. They'll just call an election.
Well, they got no choice but to call an election, because they're
Well, he has a 5-year limit, but that would be surprising with a minority government anyway, to hold keep it a minority government.
well,
for 5 years.
they're going to force an
Yeah,
election.
unusual.
It's going to be forced.
Well, then,
I mean,
yeah.
right now the NDP are thinking about what I just said, not
Yeah.
because I said it,
Yeah,
because they know that this is going on,
right.
and they're already looking like they're a piece of shit. So they've got to do something to come around. They got to actually arrest him and put him in jail if they want to gain respect back. Other than that, they're finished.
I'm sure there are some laws about putting a prime minister in jail.
You can do it. He's already committed treason,
Depends on, well, you have
and
to,
he's already told the legislature to take off. He's not answering any questions.
so what charge would you say would hold?
Oh, the whole definitely. There's a whole slew of charges you got there.
Yeah.
You've got first of all, neglect, right?
Is neglect a criminal?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it is if
An
it's
endangered life.
okay, endangering life. Yeah, that's
Sure, he's going to jail for that. just for that alone.
Unless you neglect a kid, is there a law against neglecting your
He's neglected
your
his
life?
duty. He's neglected his duty, which becomes criminal negligence. You transfer it all over, and it's criminal negligence. Criminal negligence causing death.
Yeah.
He could be looking at 20 years in the camp. And it's treason too, because he went behind the back of all Canada and stole. He's gone. If they turn around and start on him, they can't finish. They have to finish him off.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, it's going to be a message to the rest of the world that we're fucked up.
Well, I think Canada has a reputation with him in place as being a little bit lame, wet,
Lame.
limp.
I mean, limp. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Trudeau is an asshole.
He's limp.
He's limp. Right? And I don't care what anybody says. He's got a family. He's got kids. But is he a real good father? I don't think so.
I think he could have handled the Chinese situation with Huawei, with Trump, and with China. He could have handled that a whole lot better. A whole lot better.
All he had to do was walk in like a man. And when he walks in against somebody like Trudeau, against, what's his name? Trump. The two T's, eh?
Mm-hmm.
When you walk in against somebody like Trump and he senses weakness, Trump will treat you like shit and he'll take what you've got.
Well, it's funny when they both met in the beginning of his administration, Trump's administration. Mr. Trump, President Trump, was Trudeau's way of addressing, and Justin was Trump's way of addressing. It was that was really weird, that he called him Justin, but it was President Trump. That's pretty bad, right?
Well, I think the bottom line is nobody has any respect for our prime minister. Yeah. Not even the Chinese. They're keeping the prisoner, and they're saying, "Fuck you! What do we want a traitor like you in our field?"
Well,
right? If they give him sanctuary,
yeah.
What are they going to do?
Well, one of the news items that I recently saw actually still has the government talking and planning some kind of project with Huawei. Even now,
I'm sorry,
with Huawei, the Chinese telephone company, this lady that we're holding in a palace in Vancouver is CEO, head of Huawei.
No, like I don't mind the Chinese investing money here. I don't have any problem with that.
Well, but the point is that if they're
but I'm just telling you, there's other things that they sell here that people buy.
But how do you know any of those things are not connected to some kind of central line in China?
It's a real deal.
Yeah, I mean Australia banned them. Totally, they banned Huawei products, and now they're having some issues with that. Some feedback on that one, but they banned it. There are a number of countries, including I think England, is working on that as well, and banning Chinese products, electronics, because they're afraid of the hacking, basically. You know, getting.
Well, yeah, I don't know if England was doing it, but I know that what just showed you what this guy is doing. It makes you think of how he is thinking. Trudeau, he sees this. He sees all that money.
It could be money.
It's got to be money because he's taking our money. He's letting people die for it. It has to be money.
Well, it's either money or he's getting a lot of lobbying from people who are going to potentially make a lot of money through a Huawei contract.
It doesn't matter. The point is, he's the boss. He's supposed to look after us, and he's not. He's a piece of garbage.
Well, yeah.
He's Trudeau, and this is what Trudeau is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trudeau's signal. Most soldiers salute. This is our friend here, the wanker, showing his respect to Trudeau. All he has to hear is Trudeau. Good old wanker. I love this boy. He's a good boy. Yes. And my other little dog, he's looking over and saying, "What are you doing, Daddy?"
Yeah.
Look at him. He knows my hand is. Look at him. He's just watching my hand.
Jealous. Oh,
now your guy's gonna get jealous. Yeah, he's just watching. He's a sneaky little guy, that little one. But this guy's having a good time now.
He's quiet now. He feels a little more relaxed being in a strange environment with two dogs, bigger dogs than him.
Fluffy?
There's not. He hasn't met one dog yet that's his size. That's the thing. Not one.
Well, even this guy, he's
All
small.
the dogs he meets are bigger than him. So
What a good
he
boy
had a
he
bit of a
is.
complex.
He's a good
Maybe
boy.
that's why he wanks off. I don't know.
Well, anyway, what are we going to do about Trudeau? Right? How many minutes we got left, Doc?
20.
Yeah.
20 minutes. What can we talk about 20 minutes?
Well, I mean, what can you talk about with Trudeau now? I mean, we need to get somebody.
How about Tory? Tory's taking advantage of everybody.
Yeah,
He's making
Tory,
himself look like the good guy.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look at me. Don't look at my wife. Don't look at my sons. I mean, they're making money and everything, but I didn't steal it.
Yeah.
I just took it.
Tory will be your job because I don't know much about Toronto. All I know is when I see him on TV, he says, "Well, we have to follow the public health people. Follow public health people. Public health. Public health." Well,
He doesn't take responsibility for anything, even though
That's okay.
he pulled a lot of dirty ones.
Yeah, that would be.
And he's cornered. He's actually, the way I look at it, he's cornered the premier.
Well, doesn't he have a limit on his leadership? He has to have an election at some point as well.
Yeah, he's got an election coming up in 2 years. But
2 more
what's
years.
happening with him is he's not stupid. He's got all his corners
Oh, he's a
covered.
pretty good politician when it comes to politics, right?
No, he's not.
don't think
He's
so?
not a people's person. He's
Well,
not.
that may be, but he seems to be in power, and
Oh, he knows how to do it.
and he has the support.
Yeah, well, he's been doing it, and this is his first
Years.
chance to make real good because nobody would vote for him because he can't answer a question, and he does it. You ask him a question, he'll sidestep it.
Yeah, but he's good at that.
Right?
He's good at that.
Yeah, but no good if you got me standing in front of you. Yes or no.
Yeah.
But no, we have to do yes or no. People just want to know yes or no.
Yeah.
What he does is slide everything off to the side.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that with me if I'm asking you a question. And I'll accuse him of all kinds of nice things very politely if I got into an argument with him in the legislature. If I got down there and started asking questions, I would put him on the spot, no question.
Yeah. I think the biggest,
But the thing is, who has the time to go down there and pick on him? I don't.
yeah.
Maybe
Well-
if he walked by here, I'd go out and give him a shot in the head. Other than that,
Right now, I think the biggest, most urgent picture is cold weather for people who don't have homes, and
that tent that burned up and killed us.
and how to improve that situation year by year. I mean, with COVID, it's even worse now, but year by year.
Well, you know what's going to happen
It's an
is,
ongoing problem.
well, it is. They've already succumbed to the fact that this is just going to be the way life is from now on. There's going to be a new disease every year.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got to get ready for it, and they're ready for it now. I'll tell you.
Well,
And not only that, I hope that if we don't punish Mr. Trudeau, the next one around, a lot of people are going to die because you get another schmuck like him in there, and he won't care. You say, "Hey, Trudeau got away with this, and I'll take it too." And you know what? If he's not punished for what he did, the next guy will.
yeah.
The next guy will do the same thing, unless you got somebody that's in there that's going to say, "Hey, we're not allowed to have this done to us. Let's go get them." And that's what they're afraid of. If they get somebody like me in there with a plot personality like me,
Running for
they end up killing me.
running for prime minister, you mean?
Oh yeah, but they said no, not prime minister.
So what would you run for?
Well, just for the fun of it, I'd run for run for office here, but I don't have the money and I don't have the time.
Maybe you can get the contributors.
Hey,
You can get contributors. Like
I
people-
got people who do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you never
How
know.
can I do it?
You never know.
You gotta have certain knowledge to do it, and I'd be too enthralled and having that position and having those detectives and everybody working for me, and I'd be saying, "Go get this motherfucker, go get this motherfucker," and I don't care what those people up top say. We're gonna charge them, put them in front, let them make the decision to withdraw the charge.
Well, it worked for Trump for 4 years, I guess.
No, Trump didn't set himself up. Trump didn't take any money. He was smart. He was fucking smart. Can you say he took money?
No, he didn't.
Nobody can.
He couldn't. He didn't take money, but indirectly, he was trying to save his own real estate and his own businesses with some of the moves he made.
Well, yeah, but the bottom
he
line
didn't
is,
take any money as such.
yes, by saving his real estate, he saved other people's money too.
Yeah, well, economists think he did a great job, and he may very well have done a great job from an economy point of view. Whether he was good for the people in general, or for the common person, or the person who doesn't own a business, an average worker, union person, he probably wasn't good at all. And if, in terms of the health and security of people, that was disgusting. It was totally neglectful, totally.
Yeah,
And
but
anybody who should be
here's the
charged
way I
with
look at
it's
him. Yeah, like Trudeau only has 10 enemies here in Canada, 10
you, me,
provinces.
him.
Yeah, well, no, 10 big enemies, right? And they're all in Canada.
Yeah.
He has 50 something big enemies and 300 fucking million people in there. And you've got at least 100 million backing him, right? He could form a new party.
He wants to do that.
And I say he
He's
does.
planning that. He's
If he
planning
did that and he put money up here, I'd make sure that somebody up here would run with a new party.
I'd rather not see him back in politics, to be honest.
Eh?
I'd rather not see him back in politics at all.
Well, he's coming back. Nothing's going to stop him. It's like me. I was on death row. Nothing was going to stop me from getting.
Well, I don't think he was good. He was a good president, and he created so much infighting with people. Like everybody was against each other. Everybody was fighting with each other. Everyone. Nobody was happy.
Well, they all lied, and apparently I didn't watch the hearings, and apparently everybody was caught lying.
Yeah, I'm not talking about. You mean the last impeachment hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was a sham anyway. I didn't think it was worth bothering doing another impeachment.
They just wanted to see if they could get him.
Well,
They want him out of the picture because, let's face facts. You look at Biden, a picture of Biden in the newspaper. He looks retarded. If you just painted his face, he could be the Joker in Batman's movie.
Looks a little old, you mean?
Eh?
Looks a little old.
Yeah, he's senile.
Well, he's got 2 strokes.
Yeah.
He's senile. He can't maneuver a country. Like, he's a fucking idiot.
He has to stay reasonably healthy for 4 more years.
But what their party
Is he, how old
did,
is he? 76 or 78?
I don't know, but he should be dead.
2 or 3 years older than Trump.
Trump was 72, I think.
No, I think it's more than that.
72, 73.
I think he might even be more
I
than
can look
that.
him up. But in any case, he'll be close to 80 when he finishes his first term.
You know what?
Which is nuts.
And I just want to have a laugh. That's all I want to do. I want to watch Trudeau.
Yeah.
If they decide to bring back the death penalty,
How old is he?
Biden, 78 years of age.
78.
how old is Trump?
Trump would be 74, I think. 73 or 74.
I think he's 76.
74.
So he's going to be
He's
76.
going to be 82 when he finishes his first term, Biden. 82 years old.
And you still won't know what day of the week it is.
That too. Well, you know what?
Yeah,
I think what they're going to do is they're going to make another Batman movie with the Joker. And I think they're going to put him in as the Joker. Take a look at this.
Well, if he has another stroke, it can just be Two-Face.
Yeah, that's it. Two-Face. That's
You
true.
know, although I don't want to be sexist. I mean, not sexist, but ageist. At 70, I mean, if he could be an 82-year-old guy and he could still be running marathons and he could be very, very sharp. I'm not quite sure if that's what Biden is, but
I'm not.
he could.
He's not. He's not even close.
No.
If you look at it, Trump looks 50 years old in comparison.
Yeah,
Biden's
that's right.
Only 4 years difference.
Yeah, but that's the self-tanning stuff that he put on his face.
He's got a hair growth thing. I got that shit too, eh?
Yeah,
I
you
got-
get Biden with a little self-tan and a little dye in his hair and a little coif of some kind.
Wait, isn't that Kamala Harris?
I found something, Bo. You just reminded me. I found a hair replacement made by a health food company, and I'm going to bring it into here. I've got it actually. I've
It's a
got it.
natural vegetable dye of some kind that you put in your hair.
You know what it is? It's not a dye. What it does, it goes into your scalp, and it creates new roots.
Oh,
Interesting. I got it. I got it. I can bring it outside. You want to see what it looks like? I got it here.
you have it here.
I have it.
So you
I give it my hair is getting
have
thicker.
you been putting it on?
Yeah, I'm putting it on. My hair gets thicker. I haven't seen any new hair, but
I think you know what you can do is you go to a farm and ask a cow to lick your scalp. That's supposed to work really well,
Yeah.
right, Fivel? Is that what you did? To get all your hair?
where is it? There it is.
Yeah.
This is going to be on the market for this on the market.
Let's see what that is.
This on the market. It's all health food. Here, magic. It was made and it's
Okay.
yeah, it works. It's thick.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, Matt. So, there's some vitamins in here. There's some kind of a pepper type of extract, some flower extracts. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wonder if this works, eh?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It works. It makes it thicker.
Yeah.
So I haven't had thick hair like this my whole life. Never had it. I've only been using it for 3 weeks here.
Oh, pretty soon you're gonna have to get perm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta grow my hair long. Put into nice little blonde, and then I'm gonna get myself a pair of high heels.
Ponytails. No, you can get a guy ponytail.
No, it doesn't matter. I wear the high heels. Let people think I'm a woman. I mean, I'm getting kids now, so I'm
You want
not
to go all the way.
Go all the way. Yeah. But I'm not getting anything cut off.
So what are you gonna get, a bro or a man's ear?
I don't.
Let him flap in the breeze.
Here's a doctor. Can you imagine having this guy sitting in the operating room and shoving a finger up your ass?
Oh boy.
I mean, doc.
But only when you're asleep, right? Under anesthesia, I mean.
That way you get your whole fist in, right? I swear a lot, but you know what? I'm a good swearer.
Oh, you have a lot of practice.
I've had a lot of practice.
You know, so that's what
Every time I had that bar of soap in my mouth when I was a kid, you know, it didn't taste bad and it gave me the runs, so I didn't have to worry about being constipated.
Oh boy, because you were full of shit in those days.
Oh, okay. I still am in a lot of ways.
So
I'm just one of those guys that say what I think and do what I think and do what I fucking feel like doing, if it's right.
So you haven't had any notification about it getting vaccinated yet, eh? Around this
They're
neighborhood.
not going to vaccinate any of us. Trudeau's going to kill us all. And
Well,
he's the
hopefully
only
not for a couple of
communist
weeks.
left.
Yeah.
And then he's going to say, hey,
There's not enough left.
there's not enough left.
Well, I hope we can all get our vaccines before March, before
not
the
gonna
magic
happen.
date.
It's not going to happen.
At least the high risk people to get it
not gonna
before
happen.
March, hey?
It's not going to happen.
Well, we have two weeks to get 70 and 80-year-olds all vaccinated. So we'll see what happens with that. But way too slow, way too slow. It really is disappointing, you know, to see other countries, to see third world countries getting more vaccines into their citizens than Canada. It's disgusting. It's an insult. It's
Well, because we got
terrible.
a stupid prime minister who maybe invested in his own company with our money, like he did with weed.
Yeah.
And then it cost us $50-some-odd million to get out of it. We have to give them all kinds of money. Give me a break.
He definitely messed this one up.
He probably kept the property that was bought with it, and then had it transferred to his name. I'm willing to bet on it. You know what? I'm really serious. I bet on that.
Well, you may be right. I mean,
Because if he's the type of guy who says no, it's just like he's a spoiled brat, and he's saying no, and that's it.
well, you know,
But now
when
he
they review-
understands that he's saying no to 40 million people, and you got crazy motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
He's learning about the crazy motherfuckers.
Look,
Like his mother.
the retrospective lens will show up after COVID is settled down, and we don't have to worry about some of the crises, like getting vaccinated and people dying. Then all the microscopes will come out, and the magnifying glass will come out and inspect what happened, how everything was done, whether it was done right or wrong, what kind of crap went down, why we didn't get vaccines in time, and it caused hundreds more people to die because the vaccines weren't in on time.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of money he paid for the vaccines. You know, that was another thing.
He's paid for everything, but you can bet that money's back in his pocket.
Well, he ordered enough that he claimed that in Christmas time that he ordered enough vaccines to vaccinate the population twice over. Now, why would you order that many vaccines?
Because he's making money. Why else would he
Somebody
do
made
it?
some money on that, I think. It was just way too much. So who knows what happened with that. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And other than that, anything else happened to you this week? Anything interesting?
Well, nothing. And nothing interesting at all, except it's been a cold week. I haven't been out.
Yeah.
I went out to do my groceries today, and I had to go see a couple of people who were sick yesterday. I spent most of my time on the road yesterday.
Interesting. I just was seeing patients all the time. People are busy. People are getting sick. People, you know what I found this week more than any other week, last few days, I think the psychological effect of COVID is getting to people right now.
Oh yeah, it is. No,
I've seen
I
more
saw that a
people
long time ago.
going through issues like that in the last few days than I've seen all through the pandemic. It's getting to people now.
I watch women and men walk down the streets. It's April,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you right now, what I've seen was everybody holding hands in the beginning. There ain't no holding hands anymore.
Well, maybe they're afraid of getting COVID.
Eh?
Maybe they're afraid of getting COVID.
Oh no. They're walking 6 feet from each other, and they got growls. They're growling at each other,
Yeah.
and that's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know,
Find one of these. They're very hot.
no, your crunching is deafening.
Try one.
I can't. What'd you say?
No, yeah. I got my hearing aids over there on the desk. Maybe give him one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these?
The bag of.
I don't want that.
Well, maybe it's not
Too spicy.
No,
Pretty hot.
I think he's just nervous. See, no, he would eat it otherwise. Yeah. Just a little
Ah,
nervous,
come
right?
here, you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
So.
pick him up.
Yeah, you can take him.
Come here, baby.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he wants to stay with Daddy. So
He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Now
Yeah.
you're gonna stay with me. You're gonna stay.
So we're gonna wrap it up soon. So I'm not sure if you have much to add. I'm just my comments to make for the coming week would be check your local listings
Fluffy?
for vaccines.
Fluffy, look at me. Look at me, Fluffy. Look at me. Look at
And
me.
Fievel will.
No, Fluffy, look at Daddy. Look at Granddaddy. I'm Granddad, okay? What do you think of Trudeau? What do you think of Trudeau? Yes. You want to go see Daddy?
Yeah,
Okay, go see
he's
Daddy.
getting nervous. Anyway, I hope you have a good week, and I hope you all get our vaccines really quickly. And,
Not gonna happen.
And I hope everybody stays safe with the weather. And if anybody needs any prescriptions for marijuana, for medical marijuana, for any medical problems, let us know. If you're dealing with any accidents, of course, let us know as well, right?
Yeah, get us on the phone real quick on the
You
accident.
want to do the number, Ed?
416-930-7747.
Yeah.
You can text message me.
Yeah.
But if you need something to talk about, if you want to talk about the recording centers, oh, your guy's tough. This little guy don't know what to do. Right? You've never seen a little guy that tough, have you? Have you, eh?
Yeah, he could get pretty
What happened?
strong there. Well, he was looking.
Get
I
up.
was checking out the Fiverr's
Here, get up.
wanker and then Fiverr.
Here, baby. Come on. Here. Daddy pick you up. Come on. Come here. Come on.
Anyway, so I would say good night.
Yes, you just saw it's relaxing, having a good time, and we also got shows coming up. We got construction maybe next week. We're going to be going out on the road now and doing some filming, and we're going to do other things as well. We got several different shows, and I want you to. I can't figure out. You saw a commercial on our show there, the dogs. I haven't got the information yet where you can send money for those dogs. They need it. And if ever you want to adopt one of those dogs, please contact I'll get you the phone numbers, and then you can work out a deal where you can bring the dog up from Florida. And the dogs are for adoption, so my daughter has several of them. And she has 10 in her own house, by the way. And those are unadoptable, so she's got a big heart. There's nobody not adoptable in her pound. I'll tell you that now. If they're not adoptable, they go live with my daughter. And you know what? I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And who knows?
Yeah.
I may put a doggy rescue up here.
We can always
never know.
We can always use a doggy rescue. Right?
Yeah, I still feed the cat across the street.
Yeah. save the animals,
Yeah,
look after animals.
I always did. Since I was a little boy. I could show you a picture right now of me with my cat. You want to see my first cat?
You have a picture of your cat?
I got a picture of my first cat. You want to see?
Nice. Oh, if
With me with it? I look at it.
Eh?
It's a nice picture.
So,
You just said. Well, could have been.
I don't have a picture of my first cat.
Oh no, it's not here. I'll get those pictures out for you. Can you remind me next week? And I'll get all the pictures. I got a big 8x10 glossy of me when I was 4 years old. No key, holding my little dog, my little cat.
You were 4 years old when you had your first cat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're really a small.
And it's a gray and white cat. And I was there holding its baby.
Aw,
Yeah, that cat was just like a dog.
nice.
Right? I used to give it orders, fetch it. Like this cat lived with me.
And he would bring stuff to you.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't bring stuff to me, but he'd bring me his babies. Right? He knew I was gentle, and I was only 4 years old.
Well,
But
I guess we can continue with that story next week.
you might see a picture of my
And,
first Jip. That's my second Jip.
Jip
My
number
first
one,
dog was
number two. Jip number
But
one.
he was bigger, a lot bigger than him.
Yeah.
And my last dog is going to be Jip because I'll be dead by the time this guy's dead.
You never know. You never know.
Well,
Well, this little guy is 6 years old already. He looks younger, but he looks younger like his dad.
you know what he'd be like for me? He'd be like a bag of popcorn for a coyote.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we have to go out with him. We used to let him out in the backyard, but since we heard of coyotes running loose everywhere, we go out with him now.
You got coyotes there?
Yeah, in our neighborhood, yeah. Yeah, we have coyotes in our neighborhood. My daughter was coming home from school, and she saw a coyote across the road.
Say what?
And she saw a coyote go across the road. Yeah, where she works.
Well, you know how many coyotes? My friend killed 2 coyotes, mother and father, and he found the baby. He just killed one of his cows,
Wow.
but he kept the coyote, kept the baby. What a good dog!
And the dog's good.
Oh fuck, do I love that dog?
Yeah, interesting.
He's the dog. Oh, he's a dog. He
He acts like a dog.
acts exactly the same as a dog.
Does he do the wanking?
No, no. But he's not fixed, and they use him for breeding.
Oh, really?
People want the pups
With
because
your
he's so well.
With coyote blood.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but he's so reserved.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
Oh, he's a good dog. Come up, give you kisses, jump up on you, hold you.
Wow.
He's a good dog.
That's nice. Interesting how that works.
I'd take one.
Yeah.
Just had a litter, and I told my buddy if I could get one, I'd take it. You know? Right, you can train a coyote to be like
To
that.
be like that, yeah, that's pretty good. That really is good.
You know, but not only that, this guy's like that. He doesn't bite anybody. You saw that.
Well, Five-O usually doesn't bite either, but Five-O's had some experience with bigger dogs, and to defend himself, he does this kind of snappy thing, and he's learned that snappy thing keeps dogs away. I mean, he couldn't defend himself anyway. His he has a tiny bite and small mouth, and he can't do anything. So, but
But he can
the
kill a mouse.
velocity. Oh, but a mouse, yes. He changes into Dr. Jekyll when, or Mr. Hyde, I should say, when he sees a mouse. This dog gets ferocious.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he gets ferocious with the mouse, and he found a mouse under our fridge, hiding under our fridge once, and that was 2 years ago. And since then, every time there's some kind of weird noise, that's where he heads, back to the fridge to see if there's another mouse there. And that's 2 years ago. And he makes a ritual to go around checking for that mouse. In the backyard, he makes a ritual, goes around to make sure there's no other mice or birds anywhere where he doesn't want them. He's very obsessive, very obsessive. Just does the same ritual every single day.
With all that, people, ladies and gentlemen, as for Trudeau, have a good night, and I hope you have a great week. We're getting off the
And happy wanking.
I can't do that. That's being very rude.
Well, you can do it privately.
Well, no, you can't. That's for me. That's rude to tell people out there to wank.
I just say live naturally, right?
No, you're a doctor. You can tell people.
What's natural? It's normal. Right?
Is it?
It's normal, it's healthy. Nothing wrong with
I
it.
don't know. I've never done anything normal in my life. I don't think.
Okay, well, that explains it then.
I haven't gone blind yet.
Yeah. See,
I am. I'm getting cataracts. So what the hell?
no hair, no hair.
Slow down, man.
Yeah, no hair. Only see your palm. Any hair? No.
No hair.
No, we're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Are we tuned